David, give us your thoughts on your team's winning performance this afternoon.
I think the message before the game, Heather, was to make sure that we had a lot of focus and concentration, because we did feel we would have a lot of possession, but we also felt that through moments of transition we would be a little bit, so we had to concentrate to ensure that it didn't leave us vulnerable on those moments. I'm not sure we got the balance completely right, because I do think as much as we created a lot of opportunities, obviously the scoreline suggests that, but there's still moments where we felt that we allowed Edinburgh one or two situations that we think we can do better. So that's always something we'll look back on, and we'll try and make sure we keep improving those areas.
The boys were dominant in and out of possession, and that's something you say that you always like to see. Were you happy with that today?
Well, like I said, I was with the ball. I think we created a number of opportunities. Obviously the goals don't necessarily spread throughout the team, because you managed to get 2 hat-tricks in there, but obviously, Charlie playing from midfield to go and get himself into those situations and be clinical as he was, it's something we've challenged him on as an individual. We feel as if he's more capable of contributing in terms of the goal scoring areas, because he finds himself in those areas quite often. But we put him slightly higher up the pitch in the second half, so that kind of exaggerated a little bit further. But the good thing today was obviously he was a little bit more ruthless in those moments, which is good for him and obviously for the team. I do think out of possession we were good at times, but as I said, it's transition, and when I say that, it's about the team. When we lose goals and we look at it, it's not just about one player or one individual. We look at the group and think we could have prevented both the goals. Obviously we didn't, as I say, it was something we need to look at to ensure that we keep learning from those areas and try and be more sort of dominant even when we don't have the ball, to ensure we control the pitch in those areas.
Talking about the variation of goals, 2 hat-tricks like you said, is that something that you encourage the squad to go out and try?
No, listen, our focus is just to try and make sure our performance levels are right. We believe we've got players in the team that carries that attacking threat. We can't predict exactly how the game's going to go, clearly. We've got pictures of how we see players influencing the game. We've tweaked the shape a little bit, and what we've asked one or two of the players within that shape over the last couple of weeks. But still moving back and forward into what we've been doing up until this stage as well. So I think it's good for the players to be a little bit more open to thinking about playing in a different way than what they have done for the most part of the season. But with that, again, that brings a slightly different attacking threat from different areas, and I see that's pleasing to see one or two contributing areas that maybe hadn't necessarily been the case up until this stage.
The boys really had a lot of momentum today, and that really didn't drop when Edinburgh Uni managed to get 2 goals back. That must be something that the squad are continually pleased with.
I thought it did drop slightly after we got to 3-0, and then thereafter obviously we picked the levels back up again. We did lose a couple of goals in the second half, which, as I said, is a little bit frustrating, and I know the players are frustrated by that. But listen, from our point of view, we've still put a good performance. We've been ruthless, as we said, we challenged the players to be. And it's just now about making sure we keep that momentum and keep pushing on to the next 2 games before the end of this year.